I also won't do that.
All right, bon dia, bon tardi y bon noche. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 5.
That's good.
Today I have a fun one. I have two of my favorite people in the whole world here with me, two of my brothers from other mothers, my best friends, my closest homies. We have Timmy. Some of you guys know Timmy from the other YouTube episodes way back when. Timmy, ¿qué te digo?
I don't know, man. 3-4 years back,
Yeah?
something like that.
Are you warm right now?
Just a bit.
Yeah, it's a hot day today.
Yeah.
It's August 8th. Everyone knows it's a hot day. And I have Graham Samson. What's good, homie?
AKA Quentin Quarantino, you know.
Okay, okay.
You know,
Okay.
You know, what they can say.
All right.
Oh, yeah. you got to edit the fire in, right? So,
I'm not going to edit shit. Because it's a podcast. They can't see the fire.
No.
You want me to edit fire sounds?
Yes. Yeah. No, also like flames coming out of my fingers.
Okay, I'll make people hear flames for
All
you.
right. I'll take it, sure.
All right. What I want to talk about today is in the past few weeks, a lot of people have moved from Curacao to Holland to start their studies. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of custom to when you graduate school in Curacao, you move to Holland to follow a higher education. We all did the same thing. Except this year with the whole corona situation and everything going down in the world, it's going to be slightly different. There's no introductieweken or it's aangepast like a motherfucker. It's not as accessible as it used to be. First simple fact that there's social distancing and everything's a little bit more on the low key when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Well, we all came to Holland in a different way. I just want to share our experiences, maybe give some tips to the young kids who are coming over this time. Kind of some of the what not to do's and the things that they should do and what we experienced.
Yeah, don't come here, man.
Oh, Jesus. This is going to be one of those podcasts.
You're going to need a lot of, why you come here? The weather's so nice over there. Like, why'd you come here?
Yeah, right.
You know, whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
Because, Graham, you came a year after us?
I came 2011.
We came 2010, right?
So,
Yeah. I
wait,
got
did you come with SSA?
Yeah, I came with Bersalen and SSA. Yeah.
Ooh, Bersale. That's I have no idea how it went down this year because Bersale is
No, I think I heard via that they just got here. Like the people they just flew in.
but was it still a big hoopla like it is every year?
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I think 2011, so the year we came, or me and my guys, whatever, it was like one of this last year there was a big group of people that came to Utrecht. So after that, the numbers kept dwindling down and shit.
To Utrecht specifically?
So yeah, to Utrecht specifically. And then now I hear there's a spike again where like quite a lot of people came to Utrecht again. So I guess, I don't know.
I wonder why, because the only thing I hear about Utrecht is fucking garbage.
Yeah, it
and,
is. Facts.
And it's impossible to find a house.
Yeah.
So
it is,
I wonder how they're doing.
But yeah, I heard that now, I don't know, soundly Utrecht is interesting to them again. So
we need more Antianos in Utrecht, that's for damn sure.
true.
Yeah, someone's got to start up a Sateko Patata.
I know, that's what I'm going to say. We need to hit like a certain threshold.
Yeah. Oh, should we explain to people what Bersalen is? Do they know that? I don't
Probably
know.
not. Okay, so Graham,
Yeah.
explain to the people listening what
Yeah,
Bersale is.
So like you said, basically, so once you finish high school or whatever, usually from Curacao, a group of people, they just fly into Holland, they come down and do the studies here. And Bersalen is like, this is shout-out Studiestichting, what's it called? Stichting Studiefinanciering Curaçao, yeah, SSA.
Oh.
They organize basically for a group of students to come here and study, and they pay your shit, and of course they gotta pay them back. But yeah,
It's partially the student loan that you get, so they
Yeah.
don't get student loan directly from
Duo.
Duo.
Yeah, and you get
Like
housing from them. And
It's
stuff.
it's like I think it's either bypass via SSA and they get it from Duo. I'm not sure exactly how it
I
works.
think it's a combo, so you get both of them. Yeah,
And like the Bersalen itself, they organize a big day and with a lot of guidance, a lot of like
Exactly,
introduction for students, because a lot of people who do move to Holland have never been to Holland before.
Yeah.
So they never fucking taken a train or a
Exactly,
metro.
yeah.
They don't know any how it works.
Yeah.
And we all have experienced that when you live in Curacao and you haven't gone to Holland regularly or you're not comfortable
Yeah.
here, it's not vanzelfsprekend how everything works.
Yeah.
So in Bersalen, they really help kids out
They give you housing and stuff.
Exactly.
And guidance and things
And,
like that.
walk us through how it actually goes, because you show up at the airport
Yeah. So
and then you're basically like you're ushered by the counselors, right?
Yeah, so basically how it happened, from my experience, we got there at the airport. There are people that wait there for you to pick you up. They assemble everyone. Then they get everyone into buses, and then you split up. You go to your different cities, where we got to go Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Utrecht. So they drove us to Utrecht, and then once we got to Utrecht, there was people waiting there for us. So we went to Zeist. So Warande is housing there, so we stayed there.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
A lot of parties in Warande.
Good times, man.
Shout out to Warande.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a different
damn.
podcast, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get there, and so yeah, they like show you to your rooms and stuff, and then they have a whole, I think a week or two, there's a whole planning of they trying to get you accustomed to the life in the Netherlands. So you have various conferences where they talk about shit, or they show you how to take a train, they show you different places, you
But I
open a
guess
bank
it's also kind of
account.
similar to the whole, introduction week for students prior to school starting. Like introduction week for
No,
studenten.
because introduction week is more that's then organized by the schools themselves, and that is more you go do fun activities with your classmates. So you get to know your classmates.
It's more collegiate. It's more about the school thing, right?
Yeah. And as the Bersala and SSA thing is more get used to life in the Netherlands, how things work here, since we're from abroad and most of us have no clue how it works here. So and then introduction week is more based on the school, exactly. The fun activities, get to know your people.
So, okay, pero memoirs, and they also show you around the city, get to know the city a little bit.
Yeah, you have like Uitweek, which is something specific to Utrecht, I think. But I think every city has it, but I think Utrecht it's called Uit. But there, exactly, I've never done it, but I've heard a few of you.
Yeah, me neither.
And then so there, I think they'll take you to different cities, parts in the city to show you what Utrecht's like.
What was it? Did you find it like a useful experience? Did you ever come to Holland before you moved to Holland?
No, that was my first time here.
Was it useful for you? Did you get a lot out of it?
Yeah, I did. To be honest, I did, because especially with like trains and stuff, you have no idea how it works, right? So you're there looking at this big ass board. I remember one time I did taught you, but you still don't get it off rip, right? You don't get it immediately. So I remember once, after that was done, I was taking a train. I was just standing there like, wait, how did they explain this again? So I'm just watching this board, and this random chick walks up to me like, yo, you need help? I'm like, yes, because I was no
She could smell you from a mile away.
Because usually I'm just, there's like you have the digital boards, right, where they put like the trains and where they go and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's all like let's hard copy board or whatever.
Mechanical board.
Yeah, and so I'm staring at it, but there's so many lines and names. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How am I supposed to do this? So this chick just sees me like, yo, this poor kid, right? So she walks up to me like, yo, need help? She's like, oh, yeah, boom, you gotta go here. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I managed eventually.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What a saint. This girl can tell from my way.
Exactly,
this guy is new. He has no idea where the fuck he's going.
Shout out if you're out there. Thank you. You helped me a lot. So.
Where were we going? Somewhere important, or was it?
I don't know, man.
Back to
What?
Back to Aranda.
No. I was going to a different city, I think, but maybe to a family's crib or something like that.
Yeah, but it could definitely be daunting, though. Especially like when you have to stop over.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Yeah,
Yo, that's,
my first few weeks here, it was definitely like I'm a more of a over plan kind of guy, because I don't want to be stuck there and have to ask people for help and shit. So like, okay, I have to get there exactly, and I try like Googling like where the perronen are and shit. So you have to like get off the train and go left and then go right, and then because some of the train stations, again, if you're not used to trains and that kind of like transportation method and whole infrastructure. If you get to a new train station and you got to jump to another train, where the fuck you're going? You know how fast it's going.
Exactly. Yeah.
And sometimes, and even now still, these motherfuckers, there's like the name on the train isn't always super accurate to what's supposed to be, or it's like the number, whatever. Yeah. So you're like, and remember one time in the first week, I got to a train and it was a number I was supposed to have, but it just took off. I'm like, how the fuck? I was supposed to have 7 minutes. So it took off. So I think, okay, I missed my train. I'm gonna look for alternative. But 9290 OV thought I wouldn't, like, they calculate a certain buffer time for walking. So that was the same train, but just the minute earlier, and I just walked really fast. So I thought I missed my train, so I figured I'll just go find another way to get there. So I went and took a bus and shit, and it turned out like 10 minutes afterwards, it was another exact same train every 10 minutes. But like, I'm not supposed to know.
That's also one thing about the Bersanding, like they didn't teach us immediately about 9290, just like the traveling app that you can plan your trips and shit, and you can know how you go, because that's really handy, right? So if you use that, it makes it a lot easier to travel. So I didn't know about this. I'm constantly like trying to get to the station. I'm trying to look, okay, I gotta go here, and then that gets there. But it's so confusing. But if you have 9292, you just put in the things, and then...
Well, okay, I didn't come with the Versailles, but I guess they didn't mention 9292, but they probably also didn't mention ns.nl.
No, they didn't. No, really not.
They probably knew it, like...
Exactly. Because I remember what they did was... it was at night. It was a weird thing. At night, they took us to a station, to Utrecht Centraal, and they just pointed at the board, like, okay, you see the board? This is where the name on it, this is where it goes, and then these smaller names are the different stops it stops at, right? So I'm like, okay, but, you know, whatever, I'm supposed to stop over or go to a different direction. I was like, no, you'll figure it out, you know? You just, once you take a couple of trains, you'll figure it out. What you do, because once you get it, you get it. It's easy. It's pretty easy, right?
You fucking end up in Groningen.
Exactly. Because I'm like, but yeah, once I discovered 9292, it was a life changer. That was a life changer.
So that's pro tip number one. If you're moving to Holland to come study here, fucking install that shit motherfucking ASAP. But the funny thing is, when we moved, I remember you and I moved pretty much at the same time. And I was staying in Amstelveen at my relatives, and you were all staying in Amstelveen for the first few weeks at family friends, I think, right?
Yeah.
And like my big thing was, moving to Holland, finally get my own smartphone. Because in Curaçao, all I had was fucking Blackberries and fuck Blackberries.
I mean,
I was not about that life. I was not about that life at all.
I was BBMs.
I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get an Android device. I was all ready for it.
Yeah.
But you don't get it immediately because you have to get a bank account first. And that's to get transferred. You have to be ingeschreven and shit. And only once you have your smartphone did I like install 9.2 and shit. And my cousin told me about it. But before that, I was like I would take a tram to like Amstelveen Centrum to go meet up with Timmy and shit. And I'm like I'm gonna get lost for sure. and if you look at it now, it's super eenvoudig. But back then,
but it's like a completely different world to how we live in Curaçao. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like over there, everything is done with your own car or parents driving you places.
Yeah.
Because the public transport over there is that's a mess, bro. I've never taken it, but from people I've heard about everybody, I haven't heard a single good thing about it. No. Everybody complains.
I've taken in my whole time living in Curaçao, I've taken the bus twice. If it wasn't for school, like with school, but at school, like the bus shows up, you get up and you get a place. But having to wait at a bus halt and shit, like.
Oh, you gangster for doing that. I'm not.
I would say if it is some Schattegatweg, then I mean you're lucky if the bus shows up, man.
True that. The thing is, and that's the thing. If you're not familiar with it, you have no idea when they're coming. Yeah. Back then, I don't know what it is now. I haven't been in Curaçao in a long time.
It's the same, though.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they upgraded that shit. But a bus comes, a tiny little bus, and he stops for you, and like, dude, I don't know where you're going. Are you going Westpunt, Oostpunt? Like, where are we going right now?
The couple times I actually took a bus when I was working at the cinemas. No, I took a bus several times to work cinemas.
Oh, really? Wow, I didn't expect that. Because you prep you like a motherfucker, you know? So. Well, yeah, go ahead.
But either way, so yeah, I had no idea where the fuck the bus was going. It's until you enter the bus, you step in, and they have on a piece of carton board written, Ring Schattegatweg gewoon.
Try to stay close to the mic, I can hear you.
So yeah, he was only once you're stepping into the bus, they've written it on a piece of carton board that it was Schattegatweg, Ringweg, that you know where it's going. So you just have to guess, basically.
Was like taped on the dashboard?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. And the thing is, when you get out, there's no bell and shit. You gotta like, Barchi! And then they stop at the next minute bus stop sign or whatever the fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
also there. I have no idea where the fuck the bus stops are either.
Nah, me either. True.
Yeah, because
I know there's one close to where I used to live. I know there's one close there, but that's the only one I know. I don't know any of the others.
Yeah, there's like the main one in Punda and Otra Banda. And then you're like, let me just get there extra early and just walk as fast as possible. Because you gotta walk for 20 extra minutes and shit.
But do you guys know like the interval between the buses? Like how long does it?
Absolutely not. No idea.
No.
Okay. And as far as I know, last time I was there, just out of curiosity, because I was already living in Holland and went to visit there.
Yeah.
I was like, trying to Google it. I was like, let me just Google buses up Curaçao.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm an idiot, but I just couldn't find any indication of exactly how it's supposed to work. So, like, if I was supposed to go something important, I wouldn't fucking trust it. Like, I think back when we were growing up, you're better off just hitchhiking if you're trying to get somewhere there.
Yeah.
True. So tell me, how was it for you when you moved here? Because we didn't go Bersale, but you were a little bit more familiar with Holland, right? You came on vacation a few more times, so?
Well, I've been to Holland 2 times, but both times I didn't travel with public transport. It was we rented a car. So we did everything by car. But as you mentioned, we didn't come with Bersale. So we had to regel duo ourselves and everything. And we actually were on the same flight.
We're on the same flight?
We were on the same flight. And apparently I said, before we took off, I was like, let's meet up like halfway between the flights, talk a little bit shit, have some fun, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then I fell asleep and...
So me, you, and Tysek were all on the same fucking flight.
Yeah, dude.
Really? Oh, yeah. I can't remember that.
Yeah, I remember either you or Tysek said, we walked to the front because I was sitting up front.
Yeah.
But
now I remember. Yeah, now I remember because I couldn't get out either because motherfucker fell asleep next to me, so I couldn't get out. And then I I kept trying to look over the lane to see if you were there.
Oh yeah, but you took the middle seat.
Yeah.
No, I gotta have the aisle seat.
But you know why? Because Tysek was super late. Like the plane everyone was boarded, and they actually called.
Oh, that's my.
That's how late he was.
No, that's my biggest fear, bro. Like whenever I'm traveling, I hear that thing. I'm like, please don't let it be me. Don't let it be.
And I was like, you know what? I'll see you when you arrive.
I'm usually late, but with flights, like I'm super early with flights because I don't fuck around with that.
No,
if you miss your flight,
it's just too much. There's too much money.
Yeah, exactly.
Way too much money.
With flights, I don't fuck around. No.
Well, how was it for you when you got here, though?
For me, it was It was okay because beforehand other people as well, but we looked up an apartment on Curacao where I could stay. So we arranged that already. So
damn, nice.
So, but like you said, we went to Amstelveen first to get our shits together, get a phone, get ID, transfer and everything basically.
Bankpasje.
Yeah. And we actually got the same smartphone as well.
Yeah,
We even
I
exchanged
remember.
the back covers.
I remember, dude. Oh, the HTC phone was dope, dude.
Yo.
That was it, man.
It was like black, brown, and white.
Yep.
Something.
Yeah, we morphed it
Yeah.
together.
I was a BlackBerry guy for a long time.
Yeah,
BlackBerry.
What fucking fool.
Suck, man.
Yeah, and then
Caveman.
iPhone guy.
No, but yeah. So after we got our shit together, then we went to Zeist, saw the apartment. Wasn't great, but
Yeah, but because you were in Zeist, but not even like in Moranda. You were like
I was like
you were
Chocomata
yeah,
Zeist,
somewhere else in Chocomata
Like
Zeist.
really far, like basically where the station is.
Oh, Driebergen.
No, I was in Zeist. It was still Zeist, but it was on the Zeist side of the station, not Driebergen.
Oh, yeah, that's far.
Yeah, that's fucking far, dude. And Zeist is like really stretched out as well.
Yeah. How was the public transport over there? Because I'm assuming it's not the
Like
greatest.
one bus. Like one bus to take you to fucking Utrecht, I think.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I remember your place though. You had a pretty nice place, but you have a vision of like when you come, like we know that studying in Holland is different than what we've seen on TV and like colleges. Like you don't have shared dorms and shit, none of that nonsense. But you're still expecting some kind of gezelligheid and some kind of like roommates, like our fellow students. Oh, I'm going to go so only
I think it was like fucking old people only in that shit.
Creepy old people. Hey, and shit.
Dude.
They saw me. I went to help you move, I think, one day also because you guys picked me up in the car.
Yeah.
Almost but they stink, I know. These guys look,
Like,
old
look at
folks
this
look at
black
us like,
person
oh,
walking in
damn,
here, man."
the allochtonen are coming in. Shit, there goes the neighborhood. I was like, Timmy, good luck, bro.
Yeah.
But so I was sharing the apartment with two other people. One of which was an Asian guy. He was actually pretty cool. He played basketball.
No?
I said he was pretty cool,
You're right, my bad. My bad.
No, anyway, this guy, he played basketball. Had some talks with him, just about everything a little bit. He was pretty chill. But the other guy, dude, that guy was weird, man.
Yeah.
Like you have those sometimes in movies. You have those people like really pale, like eyes gouging out, and like kind of talk like this.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was that guy,
Put the lotion on the skin.
God, dude.
Wow. That's,
No, but yeah,
Your invitation makes me uncomfortable. Dude.
how long did you stay there, though?
half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I moved.
In
and then
my
I moved
house.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
yeah,
that was the
yeah.
best, dude.
That was really fun indeed.
Yeah.
That was fun, man.
Where was that?
That was when I lived in a little closet. You never saw that,
No,
did
I've
you?
never been there. No,
dude.
No. I was
Dude.
The first crib of yours was the one in Overvecht. Like
Yeah,
when
that's
you
the
were
second place I
Peter,
lived. When I lived with,
yeah.
shout out to Peter Palacios and Peter Bideroda.
Yeah, that's
Peter and
the-
Peter, White Peter, Black Peter.
Yeah, Peter and Peter.
That was dope, dude. That was also a really nice place to live. That was like the real student experience.
Yeah,
But
that was
also when you moved in with like in Cruiselaan, man, that was nice.
Yeah, dude.
That's when I started getting like nice like college feelings and shit. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Heimway started to go away a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
No, but also, yeah, it was the first half year. You don't know anyone basically. You get to knowing your roommates, and they were actually pretty cool.
I was gonna say,
our roommates in Cruiselaan were dope.
Oh, you guys. I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Was it two of you, or you guys also had rooms?
No,
it
it
was
was a big
three
house.
other people: Shanam, Steffi, and Ellen.
Yeah, but weren't you there when also that other chick from Curaçao lived there?
Oh right, yeah.
I forgot her name. She's such a nice girl. She always she saw me a few years ago. She still recognized me and said hi to me, but I have no idea what her fucking name is. I'm sorry. If you're listening, can't remember what your name was.
Shayna.
Shayna.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Something.
I'm sorry.
Not that Shayna.
No, not that Shayna. No.
I would have been there every day.
No. Yeah, but it was really fun because
Oh shit.
Shanam.
Shout out China.
Yeah, he was a little bit older, but the house didn't have a living room. But we basically used his room as a living room, and he was
Yeah.
and he was super.
He was cool with it.
He was into it.
Okay.
He had his bed was like one of those typical folding like sofas, but he never folded out as a bed. He always kept it as a sofa, and he had like a piano in, so some people would like go jam and shit. But we used his room.
Yeah.
It would be like, hey, Shanam, you downloaded a movie? Cool, pirated a movie, of course, back then still.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite of at the Overweg, where Danny used the living room as a bedroom.
There you go.
This
Oh, dude.
man did not leave.
No, dude. It was too much fun, though.
Yeah,
Can't
that
blame
was,
him.
Dude, that was a party house. Though.
That was a
That was a
party.
fucking party.
Remember at
house.
Cruiselaan when the downstairs neighbor
Yo, that was the first night when I moved in, actually.
Was that the first time you
I
moved
think
in?
so, or maybe the second night, but like, okay, sure, you had to get everything organized, and then all of a sudden, you start blasting some Will of Maya.
Man, we caught like
Actually, I think that video, we recorded it, of course, and we put it on Facebook. I think it might still be on Facebook.
I'm pretty sure it's still on Facebook.
Wait, what's happening?
Okay, so like me and Jamie were chilling because he's just moved in, and we were finally like together again. Like so, we were kind of celebrating that night.
Yeah.
And Timmy had, of course, there's always had like a big gaming PC and like good speakers and shit. So we were in his room. We were just blasting some proper like metal music.
Yeah.
I think it was Veil of Maya.
It was Will of Maya.
Maya.
I don't know exactly
Anyway.
which song.
Yeah.
You totally know Veil of Maya, great.
But
That's me, bro.
But
Like, scary
the thing
kids,
is-
let's go.
But yeah,
Me and Timmy, like, we've always been a little bit on the weird side when it comes to that shit. So we put the webcam on, we put Veil of Maya, and we just started fucking like thrashing around in the room.
you know,
I think
dude, it was at night.
I
It was at
recall
night.
that video.
He had
Wearing
a-
sunglasses.
he had a mask on.
Salsa and shit.
Yeah.
I've seen
And like
the video.
he dangles keys in the webcam and shit.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
But we were completely inconsiderate in the fact that not understanding that I'm not light-footed in any sense of the word. So
No,
we
but
were
that's also one thing I had to learn the hard way, apparently, because in here, it's fucking gehorig everywhere, apparently.
Yeah, we're not used to living above people in Curacao. You live
Yeah.
on the fucking earth, So if you stomp your feet, it's not that bad. But anyway, we were going in. We were fucking headbanging and moshing and shit, just being stupid as fuck, but having a good time.
Yeah.
And understandably, the neighbor downstairs was not having it. It wasn't even that late. It was like 9. It was like
Something
9:15.
like that,
So
yeah.
he was always a little bit unstellig. But
Was it like an older dude or like
maybe
Yeah,
like
middle
mid-40s.
age, something like that, yeah.
But he was the son of the guy who owned the houses that we lived in, right?
Yeah.
So he had a little bit of a authority complex. So we said, fuck that guy because he was rude as shit. He was unnecessary in his reaction.
Yeah.
So he came to the door, fucking banging, acting super, super tough.
Yeah.
And Timmy went to answer the door. And he was fucking yelling and screaming at Timmy, being completely over the top. We were a nuisance for sure. We were assholes, absolutely.
Yeah,
That we had to apologize.
Yeah,
But his
which we
reaction
did.
was excessive as a motherfucker. So he was like really in Timmy's face and shit and threatening him.
Ja, doe like, hey joh, ik ga je in elkaar slaan als je
Ja,
dat nog
exactly.
een keer doet. Blah, als je gaat stoppen, nee, je moet niet stoppen, dat doe je niet. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
All kinds
so-
of bullshit.
But like, I'm a big dude, so when I came
Yeah, I was
downstairs,
like,
I was like, you better
okay,
calm the
yeah,
fuck
like,
down,
it's
sir.
easier
No,
than-
but the thing is,
that's
this
it.
guy was all talk before even Daryl came down. I was, just like,
Like, what the fuck?
what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, exactly.
I know I was wrong, but you don't have to overreact and everything.
Exactly.
And especially when Daryl came down, he's like,
Oh, yeah. Hey.
yeah, but
Yeah, back off. Yeah, exactly.
This and that,
I'll leave you with a warning.
Because as soon as knocking on the door, I already knew like, okay, shit.
Yeah, it's something.
Totally, we've been doing too loud. I realize now. Okay, we'll apologize. When I heard him start, because our neighbors were there too. When the door, we were standing in the hallway listening, and Alvaro was like, "How the fuck does he think he can talk to Timmy this way?"
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
slap this dude if he talking
yeah.
things that's okay.
But that's weird. Though. You just out of nowhere just flipped on you. Just
man.
But we were being really
No,
loud.
I get it, but
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not gonna say I'm gonna whoop your ass just because you're being loud. You try to have a decent conversation.
And no offense to this guy, but he was in no position to say he's gonna whoop anyone's ass. The guy was a walking sack of potatoes. No offense, but he fucked up, so he's definitely not in my good graces.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
think
yeah.
like, come on, like don't come act tough if you're not tough. Was gewoon like
Exactly.
echt zo'n guy meneer voor me die rustig nou. Like
yeah.
we're in the wrong. Absolutely, we apologize, but don't threaten us. Like, so first of all, it's 2 against 1, and never resort to violence. Okay, violence is not okay, but if you have to,
Exactly,
at least pick a fight. You can win. Goddamn.
True.
But that was a.
I was gonna say you can pay him.
What?
I was gonna.
Nah, that's inside.
But
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
You
Never
can
mind.
always pay, but no, you gotta stay. Stand up for your
yeah.
rights. Stand up for yourself.
But living in the house was really fun, though. It was a good time.
Sounded fun, yeah.
And
Yeah.
because Cruiseland is super close to the city center too,
Okay.
so it's at the that long street in front of Beatrix Theater at
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the end of the
Jaarbeurs?
street, basically.
Yeah.
at that end of the Jaarbeurs,
Oh, yes, that's pretty close.
super
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Albert Heijn right there, and we had
We
bamboo.
had everything, basically.
We had
Yo,
bamboo
dude.
downstairs, like
Is that a restaurant?
the best walk place in Utrecht.
Okay.
Like really nice
I
homemade
actually have
shit.
no idea if it still exists.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Have you had it since? Let's see. If
Yeah.
it's good.
When me and Fleur, we don't want to like eat healthy.
Yeah.
We make the effort to go walk there. It's that good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually
And the
really
sweet
good.
little old lady
Yeah,
always
yeah.
recognized us.
Yeah.
And she
still.
always give us like extra fries and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was especially, us being stupid and all, we waste a lot of energy as well. We need our food. So we sometimes go make pasta. And you have these 500-gram bags of pasta. So we just put everything in there.
Yep.
fucking 500 grams of ground beef, some vegetables, and we just finished that in
We
one
made
night, man.
and we made excessive amounts of food sometimes.
And with some extra fries.
Exactly.
on top of
Sometimes
that.
we would cook
Yeah,
and then have like a full pasta ready to go,
Yeah,
delicious, because we could cook properly.
Yeah.
When they were like, we should get a bag of fries, shouldn't we?
We should.
Yeah, and then we grab a bag of fries, plates that don't fit all the food on, just go chill in your room and eat.
That's one thing though. I wish I guess they did tell me, but someone put more emphasis on is try to cook more than order. Because in my first year, bro, I ordered so much food. Like
It's very tempting.
ridiculous.
It's very
No,
tempting
but
as
this
well,
is
dude.
ridiculous. Like and it's just a lot of money that goes to.
Yeah.
You waste a lot of money to that
Yeah.
shit, right?
Because like per time, it's not a lot of money, but when you add it up in a fucking week,
yeah. So
Yeah.
there's not every now and then it just pops in my head like, yo, I would have had so much extra money if I just didn't ball out on.
And but
food
in the
first
beginning
day,
too,
the first year.
in the beginning, it's so easy to just order all that food, but
Exactly,
you don't
yeah,
realize how unhealthy it is every single time. 'Cause
exactly.
back then, there were not really like healthy choices, or not even healthy, but just not something that's
Healthy-ish or something, you know?
like neutral.
Exactly,
It's either super greasy or super bland food that you don't want anyway. So
Not gonna lie, Kapsman still good though.
still delicious.
Still delicious, bro.
Yeah.
I think I had one like, no, it's been a minute though. Maybe like a month ago I had one.
I thought you were gonna say like a week.
Nah. That shit still
You
hits.
seem like the kind of
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
you know?
still good.
You seem like the kind of
No,
person.
every now and then though, that's in me. You know, I'm
There-
never gonna give up cops. Never gonna
There
give
was
up
one
cops.
place close to Waranda
Uh-huh.
that I think it was like a kleine winkelcentrum.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
But they would serve like in a plate, but they would put the sauces like infused in the fries.
Yeah.
And then put it ASR. When I thought, I was like, look at all these other amateurs fucking putting sauce only on top. They're filling the sauce on the inside of the fries.
But
Man.
apparently, like a while back, Rodi went again to have a kapsel or whatever. But apparently, they do the same way anymore.
I know.
So now it's
Oh,
like
fucking-
like the standard. They just
man.
you know
Why ruin winning formula?
exactly, bro. That shit was good. It was good. But I guess save money on sauce. I don't know. Just trying to be cheap, I guess.
What was the biggest struggle for you guys when you moved here? Like, what was the biggest thing to deal with in the first period?
For me, I would probably say that people here don't fucking use
So angry.
that people here don't use spices when cooking, you know? So whenever...
But how is that a struggle for you? You can just cook with spices.
No, look. So the thing is, when they ask me if I want to eat with them, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember
I have
that.
food to finish, you know? So
Yeah, I remember that. He's not wrong, though.
I don't want to eat
No,
just...
no.
I don't want to eat, just a good piece of steak with salt and black pepper only. I mean,
I mean, if it's
that's
a good,
okay, though.
if it's a good
That's
steak,
okay,
all it
but-
needs,
but-
yeah.
But to them, like, back then, they was like, yeah, Albert Heijn heeft steak. I'm like, that's not good steak, but
Yeah,
go fuck
true.
yourself.
But
No.
also other things. I can't think of anything right now, but they just only use salt
And
and
yeah, I
black
get
pepper.
what you mean. Yeah, like,
Baby onions.
Yeah. Some people be like plain white rice. Like, come on, fam. What are you doing? Like plain white. At least add some salt.
At least
something. Exactly. Like a ketchup, anything.
You're not wrong, though, because I remember,
Or mayo for them.
I'm not going to say who it was, but one of our roommates at Cruiseland,
Now say what it is.
No, not gonna say
air
what it
them out.
because they were making gewoon pasta bolognese or whatever they consider pasta bolognese, and she threw gehakt in the pan. She did a swig of like extra virgin olive oil in the pan, threw like the gehakt in, like one of those little square like cartons of tomato paste, pumped that in. She undercooked her pasta like a motherfucker. And that was it.
That was it.
That was it. Like, she let it cook and she mixed it together. Maybe she thought it was great. And I'm not saying you have to cook a certain way. If you want to cook, if that's how you want to eat, do you, boo boo.
Yeah.
But me, just moving there, I was like, what the fuck is going on in this
exactly what
place?
you mean.
And
No, but she's a sweetheart, though.
I showed up with
Very
complete seasoning and Maggi.
Blew their minds.
And I'm like, y'all,
We are God to them. All of a sudden.
this is like,
Yeah.
all you need is Badia complete seasoning, Maggi.
Yeah.
If you're a little bit fancy bitch, you put a little bit of ketchup and soy sauce and stuff, just in roll. But all you need is fucking ketchup.
Chef, go ahead.
All you need is Maggi and complete seasoning on anything.
Yeah.
True.
I introduced him to that shit, and all of a sudden, changed the world.
Yeah.
And I told him, fish, chicken, meat doesn't matter. Just put this.
Everything
That
goes
was that
well.
shit.
Everything
Yeah.
goes well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But my biggest struggle growing up, moving here.
Aw.
I mean, I guess you do grow up when you're
True,
here.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
motherfucker. Absolutely.
Hey, I'm dropping gems, But my thing is definitely independence. Like, because once I got here, you're basically completely independent, right?
Yeah.
So, and then
You could fall back a little bit and ask for help, but we tend not to.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
course.
And then with compared to Curacao, where you have your parents, you live under their roof, so
Exactly,
they're constantly they're watching you and helping you and guiding you. So with me, I just wasn't used to that. Like I became like super lazy and just laid back. So I'm already like a laid back person, but I became even more laid back. So like with school and stuff like that, I just let it sit till like the last minute and then I try to rush and do it. And usually it wouldn't work out because, I'm like, oh shit, this is. So yeah, that's one thing. Like the whole independence thing, you're completely on your own and you got to do everything yourself. That's one thing.
Responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, responsibility.
But like, was it a moment where after a while you realized like, shit, I'm being irresponsible?
Yeah. After a while, you just realize like, it took me a while though. It took me like maybe, I'd be honest, like 2 or 3 years into it. I was like, wait, this is not the path I'm trying to go down. This shit is clearly not working out. So then you pick it up and like, oh, okay, this is how it's supposed to go. Yeah, but for me personally, that was a really big.
That's actually a really good point because as much as you get guidance, I mean, they can teach you how to grab a train and they can teach you what not to do when it comes to school and everything. But the responsibility, like the inner responsibility to just get shit done, and it's so easy to just ignore it and be all like, come foot.
Even simple. Go ahead.
I have to say though, well, not per se letting work stand, but especially on winter days and it's snowing. Like it's so tempting to just stay at home and not go to school.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of those days actually.
Fucking stable.
Yeah.
Stable cons.
Especially even something like school, like in grade school, they're on your ass. Like you gotta do this, you got homework, they check. But when you get here, it's whatever you do you, and if you don't do it, it's up to you. Like no one's gonna hassle you to do anything. So that's also something I had to get used to. Like, oh shit, like I actually have to do this because no one's gonna be on my ass to do it.
Did you experience that the same way, Timmy? Like the no pressure to be responsible part?
Nah, I want to say I was actually quite responsible compared to Graham at least.
Oh, thanks. That hurts.
Jesus, I guess that's what friends are for, right?
Yeah, cry myself to sleep tonight.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you were saying?
I ain't gonna say shit, but yeah. But no, in terms of responsibility, I didn't have that much of a problem with it. It was actually, I would say I had more of a problem not ordering food.
That's also quite a story.
Because I used to cook almost every day, but everyone's lazy sometimes and they order food, right?
Absolutely.
But then you're like, I'm lazy again. I'm gonna order food again.
And the thing is, that's almost not at all an option on Curacao.
No,
like
exactly,
when you order food as with the gezin, with the family, you don't do it on the regular. Like community snack and shit. It's a normal maaltijd like in the afternoon because our parents usually have to work and they pick us up. They get some food. Like our parents aren't home during the morning to cook and shit. So, but I don't see the same thing. But just chilling at home and just ordering. You don't order pizza a few times a week. You don't order you can't order fast food like McDonald's shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was I wouldn't say a struggle, but it was something that I was like, okay, I have to stop ordering food now and start cooking again.
Okay, but guys, actually, I'm seeing a pattern here. So next pro tip: when you move to Holland, take it easy on ordering food. Apparently, have your Maggi and your complete seasoning ready.
I have shit ready, dude. Yeah. But actually, the thing that I struggled the most with, and still sometimes struggle with, is I want to say communicating with Dutch people, but like having that click with them. Because it's. There's quite a gap between us in terms of humor or interest.
Especially for you, humor for damn sure. Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine that. I can blame people for not really understanding like us.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, at school, I could talk to him. I could laugh with him still. But outside of school, I would not do anything with him because I was like, there's no click really.
But you don't think maybe it's a lack of effort on your part? Maybe you're not really trying to connect also with him.
I was trying to connect with some of them. I actually did go to some parties with him, but
I remember you went to like school shit, like house parties and stuff. So
but I don't know. It's just it's difficult to explain. There's just no click really.
You think maybe it was just because you just moved and it's all so new and
that's definitely a part of it.
And also like we went from a really big friend group. I talked about it like within the podcast with Lung, but we had a big friend group, like big, like we were really
it's fucking huge.
Yeah, exactly. And then. Part of them moved. Part of them moved to Holland the year before, and then we came, and then like you came, for example. So you got spread out, and then everyone goes to different cities. So maybe it's because that feeling of being here in a new place, but you can't just drive 10 minutes to your friend's house and it's all good, Maybe that was a little bit what
I'm
made it
pretty
hard
sure
to
that's
click.
definitely a part of it, yeah. But I also think that the fact that for at least for us, we're used to speaking also so many languages through each other. Like
Absolutely.
2, 3, 4, maybe even.
Apianans.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, then over here, you sometimes you can't come up of the word in English or Dutch, so you say another word, but they're like, wait, what are you saying? So I don't know. It's just
except like jokes, they don't translate. I feel like I guess our jokes are better, they don't translate to Dutch. Like if I'm thinking of a joke like, these guys are fighting funny, but then I'm gonna say, okay,
for sure.
Exactly,
it's not gonna be the same. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna say it.
I had that so much with inside jokes and shit.
Yeah.
Like when they moved here, when the house, when it was a big group, because before you moved, it was 6 people in that house, and all of them were Dutch, essentially.
Yeah.
And we would be hanging out and shit, and sometimes I would like make a joke, and like no one would get it. I'm like,
yeah, dude.
That's fucking funny. What's wrong with you guys?
It hurts. Dude.
And then I was like look out the window, like, I miss my friends.
Look out the window. Yeah, it's but I get what you mean. That click is just I've tried many times. I have a few Dutch friends, but like it's difficult. It's difficult. It's very difficult.
Even to this day, actually, I can get along way better with international people, so to say, like foreign people.
Yeah.
So even if they're not from the islands, just international in general.
Yeah, international in general. Yeah,
definitely.
And of course, island people the best. So
island life.
Facts.
Yeah. We're not biased at all or anything. No.
Nah, definitely. I agree with you completely. It's just I don't know. I couldn't explain it either. Maybe someday someone will crack the code, become a billionaire. But
it's a societal thing. I mean, like I think the impact of being away from home emphasizes that, because now you're aware of it. You're in the islands and shit. You're not thinking about island people, not island people. When you're here and a joke doesn't fall right or whatever, you're like, damn.
But do you think Dutch people have the same thing about us? Like they feel like, yo, I can't really connect with international people. Like I try, but it's just the click isn't there.
I'm sure some do. I don't think it's unique to us. Anyone who's outside of their comfort zone, outside of their nurturing environment will experience that.
But I'm pretty sure also on Curaçao, the stage students, the interns, you see them mostly hang with Dutch people as well, right?
True.
And some of them, of course, they make friends with people from there as well. But they mostly hang with their own people, so to say.
And not to generalize, but you do notice it that it's easier to just that they stay in their group together.
Yeah. But to be fair though, I personally feel that Dutch people do make more of an effort to connect with like us or outside people than we do to them.
Absolutely.
So give them credit for that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But also not only in Curaçao but here too.
Because
I've had that click difference as well, and you do notice that they understand, especially people who are familiar with Curaçao. They understand like you're fucking 7,000 kilometers, I think, away from home. Yeah. It's new, and they do try and like they don't hesitate to invite you over to come have dinner and shit like that. They were. My first roommates were super, super welcoming, and they definitely made the process easier. Yeah, and it helped that Shanam, for example, he spoke English. Because he's Dutch, but he's also Persian.
Okay,
and I think he was super happy just to have a fellow English speaker, because we can all speak Dutch and Pajimento and everything, but it was just fun to speak English. Yeah, and we clicked like that, and he always wanted to make sure that I was good and everything. That's so you're right. From my experience, they do definitely make an effort.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But also, of course, you have the people. They're like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, for instance, it happened several times actually with you and me when we're in the bus. We're talking English, we change to Dutch. Documented words. They're like, why don't you just talk Dutch or something? Yeah? Like, what are you saying? Why? It's just how we fucking talk.
We've had many times in the train that me and Timmy speak. We speak Pajimento, English and Dutch echt gewoon door elkaar.
Yeah.
Like just like that.
Yeah, but when we do it, I feel like when we do it, it's excessive. We actually we can have one sentence with multiple languages in it. Like when we talk, for example, we switch languages, but we at least finish the sentence first, right? Yeah. Well, with Timmy, and we could be sitting in the train and you can see people around us just confused as fuck, just looking at us. And then they hear Dutch and then they hear Pajimento, and Pajimento is not even recognizable. And they hear English and they just get fucking confused. And then we notice it too, so we start laughing and shit. And then we start doing it more just because it's funny.
Okay, at some point we are overreacting, I guess. But I don't know, with you at least, it's just natural. It just comes natural.
I don't know why we do it, but it just works.
Yeah, it's always been like that,
So
I don't know. Yeah.
I remember one time specifically, and I love this story. We were on our way to Den Haag. I think we were going to go longboarding or some shit. We were sitting in the train across from each other, and we were just having conversation like we were just mixing languages. And there was a girl sitting on the opposite side of us. And at some point, me and Timmy just started talking to each other, but we were talking the lyrics of a Michael Jackson song. So we weren't singing.
Yeah.
So we were just like, hey man, do do you remember the time? And he was like, when we fell in love? Yeah. Do you remember the time? Then he's like, when we first met. And we just kept going on and on. At some point, you see the girl like reading her book. You should like sort of look over a little bit like, are these guys fucking talking Michael Jackson songs? Like, yeah.
She recognized it.
She recognized it for sure. Yeah, we were doing it loud. And the person behind Timmy too. I could see like on the chair. She kept like looking back, like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Imagine if it's a person that doesn't really listen to Michael Jackson like that. They'd be like, yo, what kind of weird ass conversation?
I don't know if it was that song. It was
private. Keep that
it was one of the more recognizable songs, but you could see people around us were recognizing. Like, and everyone was like, okay, am I getting punked or something?
Yeah.
It was funny. Fucking people.
Punked. Yeah.
I don't know, people say us together is a stupid combination.
Yeah, no, I think we've proven them right.
Fun.
No, stupid.
No, you're stupid.
Okay, I'll take it.
Well, you can look back at all the YouTube videos to find out that we are indeed a weird combination.
Shameless plug. See what you did there.
Yeah, exactly. Go watch this episode.
Link in the description down below.
I need more views. But I'm curious what you guys did on your last day on the island. Like the day that you had to move. You guys remember that shit? Do you guys think about it ever?
Not really, actually.
No?
No.
Well, not of the day before moving, or the last day.
The last day I didn't do much because it's all about, we gotta get...
Yeah, for you, like for Basala's, like you gotta wake up early and shit. Yeah.
No, but even for us, or for me at least, most I did was, just double check everything. I have everything with me, everything's packed. Just one last uitgebreid lunch. And after that, just wait.
But you guys didn't have like one last big party, like a big hoorah before you left? Maybe not the day of, but maybe like the weekend before, a couple of days before.
Maybe weekend before.
Like, like this is my last shebang.
I can't imagine that we didn't do a party.
Exactly, because it was like...
I can't,
Loong also moved in 2010, right? But he came with Bersade.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So, you could say a part of the group definitely left the same year. So I'm pretty sure we did do a party, but I don't remember what we did. Maybe Krakers by barbecue?
I don't know.
I've asked a lot of people that recently, like what their last day was like. No one can remember.
It's so long
Seriously,
ago,
yeah. But you would think it'll have a little more significance, right?
Yeah.
You're leaving home.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe
all I remember is that I had to get like one last Johnny Cake or pastiche.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Bokadushi. I was like, I gotta get one last one.
One
Because you never know. Might be your last,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I guess maybe people are thinking as well, it's a new chapter in life. They're so excited to start it.
Yeah, I would think, maybe you remember
your
your first day here.
Don't think that much about the last day on the island, which you should, by the way, because...
enjoy it.
Yes.
Savor it. Go, Wake up early, go
Don't
to the
take it
beach.
for granted.
Yeah, wake up early, go to the fucking beach.
Well, maybe that. I go to the beach, some shit.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really a beach guy, but maybe like, because you never know you're going to go back or whatever.
Yeah,
The thing is, even if you're not a beach guy, once you leave and you can't be a beach guy, you're like,
You're going to go to the beach and you're going to be disappointed, man.
Everyone who's here who was never a beach person is probably like, could use me some grote knip right now.
I remember a girl back then, we went to, what's it called? Maasveense Plassen? Bro, I pulled up. I was like, all right, we're going to go swimming or whatever. I'm like, cool. But I know the water is nothing compared to Curaçao. I'm like, okay, whatever, we're going to go swimming. Bro, we got there. I'm like, what is this muddy water? I'm getting in there.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not getting... I was like, fuck, I'm just going to suntan. I'm not a suntanning guy at all. It's like, I'm not. I'm just going to do this.
You're just going to fucking burn it.
I'm like, no, I'm not getting in this water. No. You guys go ahead. I'm not getting in this water.
I remember my hesitation too in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, because when I was not with Timmy, it was like, look at this nasty fucking... Is that a rat? No, fuck this. And then when Timmy was there, he's extreme in that sense.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it, let's just go in the goddamn water.
Yeah,
and then you realize like it's not salt water, so you can't just float the way you do in Curaçao. There's still buoyancy, but you're like, it's not exactly the same. So you gotta do a little bit of effort. But that's the biggest thing for me. The biggest thing that I realized once I got here was the lack of like beautiful blue Caribbean water, ocean.
Dude.
It hit me hard when it came here. I was like, because there's Scheveningen and Hoek van Holland.
Strand. Hoek van Holland Strand.
Yeah, all that shit. So there's options. And when it got to Scheveningen, I was like, you motherfuckers lied to me. I've been deceived.
I've also gone there. I'm like, exactly. I'm like,
actually, I didn't. I have swam in Scheveningen.
Yeah, but you're crazy.
But I ain't gonna do that anymore, man. Fucking jellyfish everywhere as well.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons.
Yeah?
But, and like now, I've lived here for a while now, and it's not that big of a deal anymore. But like, I don't go out of my way to go swimming.
No, definitely not.
Like, I'll choose a pool faster if it's not busy.
Yeah.
But I don't. But maybe it's just us. Maybe we're on Stellerich as a motherfucker. But if people go to like the Plassen and shit, and some of them have a little bit doorstroming, so the water's not super nasty.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like.
But I don't know many like you Curaçao that fuck with that.
No, exactly. I don't know how Antianos also that regularly go.
Yeah.
Hey, we're trying to include
Yeah, I'm
everyone.
sorry, bro. I'm very prideful about Curacao. Curacao?
Hey.
Bro,
All Antianos are welcome.
True,
Okay.
true. But I'm Curacao now, so I'm prideful. But yeah, okay, you're right. I'm Antianos. I don't know many Antianos that be like, oh, let's go swimming.
Yeah,
and all that.
You were born in Curacao, right?
No, I was born here, actually.
Shit.
Yeah.
Traitor.
No, right?
Yeah.
You're also a traitor.
Yeah, I was born here.
But Lung was also born in Holland. But
Yeah.
that's the point I
Yeah,
wanted to
true,
make
yeah.
last time too. It's like Antiano, it doesn't matter where you're born, it's how you grew up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like I grew up there. I lived my whole
Absolutely.
life
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
so,
Like you guys to me are 100% Antiano, like
Yeah.
regardless of.
yeah, like
I mean, same with some of our, I guess, Dutch friends, Antiano Dutch friends, like Jelle, Thijs.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're Antianos, motherfucker.
Man, especially Jelle, dude.
Yellow, hey, dude, these guys, dude, they're
Funny guys.
They're the most
Funny.
Antiano white people in the fucking world.
Abel.
And
Yeah, dude.
like fucking hard segue now, but
Uh-huh.
these dudes are so Antiano. They lived close to like I don't know which one it was.
Zoutpannen. Jan
Zout-
Theo-
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, Bottelier.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
South
Bottelier,
Pond.
Bottelier, yeah.
Man, these guys would fucking walk in the morning and shit
Hey, so
barefoot.
they're
like,
more Antiano than
hala,
I am, dude.
Like fucking like thorny plants and shit. Like push a douche komen. Like it's nothing, dude.
This guy
These
just-
guys were hood.
This guy just goes with his back against Sumpie and like...
Ja, gewoon. Zo'n pia nada panang. So I can't even zoutpan and shit.
no.
Nowhere to find crabs and stuff. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Like,
I mean, no.
Jungle motherfucker.
Hey, you got a PlayStation side? I'm inside.
Yeah, dude, goddamn.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. No, I do guys are really crazy. Yeah.
All right, I ask this every single episode because I think it's a topic that's close to my heart.
What's my favorite snack now?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's
what
like
food do you miss the most in Curacao?
Hey,
No, Campo doesn't count.
Greyhound.
shit, son, shit.
Damn it.
I had to, bro.
First and last time I have you ass on this podcast. You mother.
No, but I would definitely have to say... I don't know, but I would definitely have to say Passechi.
Yeah, just pastechi.
So,
Yeah,
the
even though you
simple
can get it
things.
here.
Even though I can get it here. I mean, most of the things I actually... It was also in the episode of Lung. He is right, though, like a good pisca cora. What's that?
Yep. Mhm.
Yo, that shit.
I think that's going to be a popular trend here.
Yeah.
I know for sure that's not your favorite thing that you miss.
No, like I fucks with fish. It's good, but
Yeah,
no,
but
like
I know for sure that's not your favorite.
But what's the favorite thing I miss? Probably like a good lumito, like osas, they call it, or what's it called in English? The tenderloin, I think.
Yeah.
Tenderloin with like
Island style.
potatoes. Yeah, exactly. Potatoes or like a chino antiano. That's also where you get here, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
compared to,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think one of those two. What about you?
I think like legit turkey pang.
Mm.
Like because I try to imitate it, but I don't know what they put on those fucking sauces.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you can murder that, like drown your food in sauce. I think that's
your
what.
thing.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to eat a lot healthier, so even
Makes it difficult.
yeah. So I'm trying to think like what's like a really delicious like healthy food on the island, but I can't fucking think of anything.
No.
Everything I think of
Everything
is like either fucking high in fats or high in sodium.
Yeah,
So
What would be your last meal? Like you eat this your last meal ever? What would it be?
Cops?
Nah, definitely not. No.
Gaps on you.
No.
Last meal there.
No, anywhere they'll fly it. It'll magically appear.
Ooh,
Last
if
meal. Shit.
You're on death row. It's like you
Hey.
get one meal and then it's done.
combination fried rice, the chino antiano will always be my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, like something Antiano, you mean, or like anything?
No, anything. You could if you want. You could specifically say Antiano with anything in general. I
You
guess.
guys are hungry, aren't you?
I mean, I'm always hungry.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say. I think I might not go for Antiano food. I think I
Really?
might just go for a good curry, like Thai curry or something.
Oh, fancy, yeah,
Well,
okay,
fancy,
exotic,
man. What do you mean fancy?
preppy.
Me,
It's for my people.
probably my dad's
Well,
barbecue. Huh?
Ish.
Yeah.
My dad's barbecue, bro.
When he started to
Never
say
had
not
dad's
anti,
barbecue.
as soon as he
Never
said not antiano, I was like barbecue.
But that's pretty lit though. So probably that. Yeah. Shout out dad. Yeah.
When's
Shout
the
out
next time you're
Daddy.
going to Curacao? When's the next time you're going to Curacao?
I want to go in December, but with the Ronas,
Well,
I'm
like I
not
said,
so sure.
I might join for the barbecue.
You're gonna be in Curacao in December.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, let me know. You're invited to also. Yeah.
You going to Curacao in December, Timmy?
No plans yet.
No?
I don't know. It's difficult with the whole situation, you know.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm kind of waiting it out, see how the situation is gonna develop.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the flights aren't gonna be that packed anyway. So big chance you can get like a last minute ticket.
For real.
What's your favorite party spot in Curacao back in the day?
Dago's place.
Yeah, my place. Yeah.
That's a
Dago's
good one.
place,
Man,
definitely.
I
I gotta have you guys back more
So
often
many
because
stories
that's a
there.
good
dude.
one.
Hey, you know what's funny? Again,
That's a good
every
one,
time I
bro.
tell people about the stories, this thing that happened,
Uh-huh.
I can tell on their faces they think I'm bullshitting.
Yeah,
Yo,
I can
It
blame them
ain't-
because
it ain't a lie.
because it sounds like nonsense.
yeah.
But man, all the shit we did, dude.
All the shit that went down.
Dude,
Yeah.
they could fucking shoot a movie about that stuff.
Project XX. I don't know.
Don't add X. Okay, last thing, because you guys, again, we've been super, super close homies for a really long time. We've experienced a lot of shit together. Without going into any detail that might fucking put anyone on blast, what's your favorite memory of us hanging out in the islands? Like what party or instance or celebration? Because there've been a lot.
It's like way too many to fucking name, though.
What comes to mind when we think of what was a moment where it stands out to you? Because I want fucking people to know that when I tell these stories, it's true.
The first thing that came to my mind was Weekend Huis.
Which
Weekendhuis,
one though? Like there were so many Weekendhuis.
Okay, Weekend Huis, Janse Vat.
No, I mean which time? Because there were like mad times where we went to the Weekendhuis, you know. It was too specific.
Weekend House was always a blast.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, because like my Weekend House in Curaçao was pretty raggedy. It's not really like a boathouse.
Yeah,
but that like added to it.
Exactly.
You know?
We enjoyed the living shit out of that fucking place.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, probably like Chill Hill. When we go to Chill Hill, probably that, bro. No.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, remember, I'm not editing anything out, so don't say anything.
You know how we always used to go...
Timmy, watch it. Be careful what you say.
No, this isn't that bad.
It's not bad.
No, it isn't bad at all. You know how we always... we get some drinks, get some jug with ice, you know, and we go to chill, just chill there with some drinks, you know, talk bullshit as always. And so this time we went... but Chill Hill was full, so we went to the...
this guy, bro. This guy.
We went to the smaller roundabout.
The mini Chill Hill.
I don't know. I don't think
sucked.
you were there. Maybe. I can't really remember. Either way, so we were chilling there, drinking and stuff, just talking bullshit as always. And all of a sudden, someone decided to play some loud-ass metal music right there in the car. And then...
You?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was Isaac. Either way, so we started blasting metal in the car, and... Philip started taking his shirt off, started windmilling.
God damn it.
You know, everyone started sort of moshing. He said, I didn't even know what, there were other people, I don't know what they were doing, but Graham was just in the car, you know, like, doing his rap thing in the car in the back of the truck.
Oh God!
I think I played my own music or whatever, because you know the metal is not my vibe, you know. So I think I just sat in the trunk and just playing my rap music with just rap.
You tolerated all that metal shit pretty well,
guys. So you know, it's on the same. You tolerate my rap shit as well, so, you know. But yeah, that's there's a lot. You left out some stuff.
Yeah,
that's a good
leave
thing.
it out.
Probably. Yeah.
Like, don't mention names.
Someone speaking their guts out. But
we didn't know if people from back then are trying to become politicians or something. So let's not incriminate anyone.
Speaking of politicians, Rage is a politician now, huh?
And he's taking it seriously as a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Shout out today, Rap, because that's also that party in Groningen.
I was not there.
Yeah, you were not there. But you missed out, bro.
Did I though?
Yeah, for real. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
For sharing some stories and sharing some knowledge, and maybe some of the tips will help people who are moving to Holland, who have just moved. If you have to give one last tip to kids now, picking everything up on Curaçao, moving their ass over here, and settling down, starting their studies here, starting their lives here, what would you say to them? Give me a quick tip, advice, inspiration.
I would say, do not take your time on Curaçao for granted, because you are going to miss that shit. Trust me.
Okay, and for the people who already moved and they can't do shit with that advice now?
Yeah, you better go back then.
God damn it.
My thing would be, don't be afraid to be out there, like socialize with people. Not only your own kind, but different type of people. Get to know people. I know it's awkward and it might not be fun or whatever at first, but just give it a shot, try it out. You'll get to learn. You learn to meet new people, new experiences, and it just opens up a different world for you, I guess, in a way. You know, just get an insight of how things work here. Also,
I think that's the best advice we're gonna get today.
Right.
If I can piggyback a little bit on that, because like I said, it's awkward, but remember, it's awkward for everyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because even Dutch kids who are just starting HBO or MBO or university, it's new to them too. It's not completely new, but it's still a big life change. So it's hard for everyone. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants a little bit of extra love, a little bit of attention and guidance. So
actually, I do have one tip.
It's not gonna be better than mine though.
Maybe, who knows?
We'll see. I'll be the judge of that.
But anyway, you know how people come to Netherlands, like a whole new world and everything. So like you said, indeed, don't be afraid to socialize with people. Go out there and be yourself, meet new people. But you also see a lot of people, even if they do socialize, they miss the island, they miss the vibe, the culture, the people, everything. So a lot of the people go back as well without finishing their studies.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say, just hold on, power through.
Yeah, hang in there.
Yeah,
Because it's going to get better for sure.
Especially when the first winter comes along, a lot of people get discouraged and they want to go back.
Yeah.
But if you can power through that, you'll be cool.
Yeah.
You try to get that diploma, try to get that paper, try to make your time here worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then go back. After you get your paper, you can go back.
If it's really not meant for you, if it's really not your thing, if it's really not where you should be, trust me, you'll know.
Yeah.
If you're doubting, stick it out. Try to muscle through, get that paper so you can,
Get that paper.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a bar.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have you assholes over more often.
I am definitely down, bro. I feel like
Yes.
I'm natural at this,
Yeah.
Will be a lot of fun.
Howard Stern in this,
All right, guys. Every Sunday, I'm going to try to put a podcast out. This podcast is all about highlighting and showcasing all the great things that we experience as Antianos, as a culture, as a people. I think we have really great things to share, so I hope you guys are down for that. Join me every week on Sunday. I'll try to put an episode up. If not, you'll see it on the gram. Guys, thanks for coming. We're going to go to the gym,
problem,
work out.
Thanks for having us.
Hashtag Ironhouse Co. Shameless plug, my gym.
Okay.
We're going to go work out and then go chill in the park because it's super hot today. Want to hang out. Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
No problem, man.
Do it.
Anytime. Peace.
Peace.